What's up, everybody? Happy New Year and welcome back to another episode of The Triangle. This is your boy D.
明けましておめでとうございます. It's your girl CJ.
Oh, we bilingual in this.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well, your very American friend, Brandi. And I have to share this because I share everything, right?
Yes.
You've heard of the phrase, like, real hoes don't get cold?
Hold up. Where? Why haven't I heard? I don't know.
Well, it's one that's been passed down in our family for many, many moons.
Wow.
And
say that one more time.
Many, many moons.
Not that part, but
I think he meant real hoes don't get cold.
Real hoes don't get cold.
What's it mean?
The meaning of it very much in, the context of the phrase. So when we're out, sometimes we'll see people that'll do like the shortest shorts you've ever seen in a skirt. And then they have like maybe a sweater or they're wearing something where you're like, aren't you cold? And real hoes don't get cold.
Real hoes don't get cold.
Because, the aunties and grandmamas and them in the family would always consider somebody scantily clad a hoe. So they'd be like the real hoes as opposed to the fake ones.
Oh,
they don't get cold. So I'm trying to make the decision tomorrow for a New Year's Eve outfit if I'm going to be a real hoe or not. Because it's decided it wants to finally snow here. And thanks to us messing up the ozone and everything else, it's been like 50, 60 here, which is very weird for us.
Yeah.
We don't have it up north. So now they're talking about, oh yeah, we're going to get 3 inches of snow and it's going to be like 30 degrees. And I'm like, but my outfit. So yeah, I got to make the decision.
I hope you're a real hoe tomorrow. I might let the triangle
decide for me. I might post and be like, am I going to be... That's what
I'm gonna vote yes.
Like, am I gonna do this? Am I really gonna have my toes out, my stomach out, and really just be out here?
Do it. Why not? It's once a year.
I know. I feel like, why not? But then I think it's like just being older and becoming more like my mom. I'm like, but girl,
nah, fuck that shit.
Yes.
Fuck that shit. You single, you going out with your friends, having a good time. And listen, the only time you're gonna be cold hoe is from the parking lot to the club. Like whatever.
That's what I was also thinking about because I was like, should I wear my open toe sparkly shoes?
Do it.
My knee high like snakeskin boots? And I was like, it's gonna be cold. And I was like, wait a minute, it's only gonna be cold.
Yes.
To the car, to the building.
That's it.
That's it.
And you have to take your damn jacket off every time anyway. So if they don't have a coat check, then you might as well.
And I don't want them to check my coat anyway because I'm busting out a fur tomorrow. So don't touch me.
Ooh. Well, then.
Pour blood all over you.
Listen, the only time you get really cold, as long as you keep this around your back of your neck warm with the coat, you be all right. Like, I've done this. DC me, we used to go hoe out and... not like ho out, but like
no, you definitely meant what you
cold
said.
Ho out. Like in the middle of like the winter, I had my little like fishnet tights on with my little skirts. I didn't care.
I know.
Only going from the car to the Riverwalk to the fucking bar.
Yeah, I was like, I don't want to wear snow boots and a sweater dress tomorrow. I'm like, I'm sorry, no.
And let's be real. Once you get like 4 drinks in, you're gonna be warm from the inside out.
Nice and warm.
Right? We were talking about pre-gaming at like 9.
You're not even gonna feel that shit then.
Yeah.
Just do it. I am also drinking. You guys get jealous. Look at this.
What is that?
It's Orion beer.
Oh my gosh.
I went to the Japanese grocery store today and forced myself to buy some. So this is what I'll be drinking all night and tomorrow. We gotta.
That's crazy. You have those resources in Dallas. We don't have.
Make you want to move here, don't it?
Not really.
Oh, damn.
Not saying not
well,
really.
Damn.
No.
Oh, it tastes so good though. And we got like a huge ass bottle of sake for tomorrow. We're gonna be making some warm sake.
Ooh,
so that will also be available at Lay Wedding, right?
No, they won't let us do it.
Will they provide it?
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Okay, they won't let us do it, but I'm gonna be there a couple days beforehand.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we gonna do our own.
If y'all show up, we gonna go to the Asian place. We're gonna go to the revolving sushi place.
And she said if we show up.
Oh, Brandy's showing up. D gonna have to make it too.
You're talking about some if. You must be talking about D because I'm not no if.
Listen, so they opened the revolving. No, listen, they opened a revolving sushi place. Oh god. Oh my god, here we go. It's the first pamming of the year, y'all. What?
Happy New Year. Welcome to 2020.
Did you guys see the Pamming one I made? I took a picture of that, and it's literally you guys pointing in the same direction at the same time. And
I did. I liked
everything.
It was perfect.
No.
Yes, it was perfect. Nothing will ever beat him with the match, though. But that was perfect.
I gotta find that episode and like fucking cut it up and put it in the reel because I was astonished, flabbergasted.
It was like she was impressed and then upset because she's like, "Did you guys plan it? You had to."
I was
no.
Brandi said like fucking fire tigers. I don't know, like, and then matches.
He knew what to do.
He
knew what to do.
But anyway, so since it's the first episode of 2020, we were thinking about talking about our visions and motivations to like kickstart our podcast in a positive note.
Can we kickstart just for like 5 minutes?
Well, let's do it.
Hype up everybody that's listening to us.
Oh,
and
yes.
send us great reviews. Like,
oh my God, I know.
People really are feeling us, y'all.
Like the one I just posted on Instagram, y'all can go check it out. It was some guy who listens to us on his, I guess, commute to work at 3:30 in the morning. Get him pumped.
Nice.
And he thinks we're hilarious, to which I'm like,
that's so like legit. And I was like, man, I don't know that I can listen to anybody at 3:30 in the morning. This hype. Like,
so I can't listen to my goddamn self.
That's what I'm saying.
My goddamn self.
I was like, well, he's clearly a morning person. I couldn't stand us in the morning. If I woke up to us, I'd be like, y'all better get the fuck out.
Listen, I got to be around a version of me. I don't know if she'll listen to this episode, but a shout out to Leslie. When I went to Essence Fest and she came along, I remember I kept telling everyone else there, I was like, is this what y'all experience with me? Is this me? Because if this is me, I am sorry. I don't know what it's like to be around me. The energy was crazy. She was always saying stuff, and I'm just like, girl.
Well, that is you.
She was a version of me, and I'm like, this is.
Is it the Leslie that's here in Dallas?
Yeah, she's gonna come here. Her and Red are coming here to cosplay.
Oh, okay.
They want to do Caravana too, so we're still getting that together.
Oh my God.
She's great. I just was like, wow, this is what it's like being around me. I can't do this. And she would start early, and I'm like, girl, I remember putting the cover over my head, and she hits me with a pillow, and I'm like, I'm not going to survive the weekend.
Oh, no.
I'm not going to make it.
Oh, no.
I can't be around myself.
That's fucking terrible. But
it's terrifying.
It is. It's pretty hype. Like, I've seen some of our listeners and viewers like repost our stuff on their own Instagram, which I am super grateful for.
Thank you so much for that.
Yes, for them.
Much appreciated.
Steve that did it, who's a friend of mine on IG, who also has a great podcast. Well, not podcast. Well, yeah. It's a gaming cast, whatever they call it.
Is it Twitch? You got a Twitch?
Yeah, I think it's on there because it's Cup of Joe on Twitch. He's bomb. So if you have, I know a couple of my followers, when I post them, they follow him just because I said, and I let them know that when like the love and support is real. So when you're supporting us, to me, it's a no-brainer when you do anything, whether you have a kid or whether you birth a new business and that's your baby.
Yeah.
We'll shout you out. We'll repost for you because y'all don't have to listen to our ramblings, but
not ramblings.
Oh, we be rambling. CJ don't
ramble
most of the time, but we be rambling.
Between D and Brandi, I don't know who's worse.
A lot of filler content. A lot of
filler content.
These face rambles a lot, though. That's the funny.
I have a hard time controlling my face. You should see me at work. I'm like this all the time. Just to keep anything from happening, because you never know.
God. This is why I'm excited about doing more videos. Because D, look at D. I'm done. I can't. You're gonna have some strong cheeks, dude.
Just this. What do you do in the morning? Just this.
Just get ready for the day. Getting
ready for 2020.
I'm done. 2020. No, seriously though. So are you guys like I know everybody's like, oh, New Year's resolutions are sucky. I don't know about doing all that. But do you have any like 2020 goals? I don't want to call it New Year's resolutions because like I feel like anytime you have like an update to your life, it should be like continuous and not just for that year. You know what I'm saying? So do you guys have anything specific like at all? going home?
I'm focusing on me 2020 on stuff like projects and stuff that I've been half-assing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
I've been distracted a lot, mainly from my job. Not to say that I'm going to take any focus away from my job, but I think instead of just coming home and crashing and sleeping and
it's hard
trying to catch up, actually put some energy into me, into stuff that I want to do. I'm going to have to sacrifice some sleep every now and then, but it's worth it for my own personal growth.
Like I know you're doing that My True Las Vegas page. Is that what you're talking about?
Follow him, y'all.
Yes, definitely. My True Las Vegas. I actually want to launch it this year and actually start generating some revenue. So we'll see. We shall see.
Listen, y'all, D has an eye for fucking photography. I know y'all don't know this because he keeps it to himself all the time.
Like all his talents. He's like,
we be nagging him for stuff. I'm gonna start. Here's one of my goals: nag D for like content 2020.
Nag me for content. But see, I can't. Okay, nag me to death. I need it. I needed to focus, and I appreciate both you guys for doing that. For me.
We're gonna.
But
nag.
I tend to. So kind of what happened with my True Las Vegas is that I kind of lost focus on what my goal was because I got too caught up in the photography side of it. It was never supposed to be about photography. I was just grabbing footage. And then everybody was like, wow, you take great photos. And I was like, for real?
Yeah.
And I started going around snapping pictures of all kinds of shit and completely lost focus of what I was taking pictures for. So that's why I really need to get back into what my goal is and utilize my picture taking talents to help boost my brand.
Do you journal? That really helps. Journaling.
A journal? I used to. I completely fallen off the journal train.
There's I'm about to go buy one. I gotta find the link and I can post it for y'all. My brother just bought one too, but there's this like Fox journal or something like that. Yeah, it has like pages for every day and like your mantra for the year, your motto for the year, and all of this stuff. It like helps you journal too, so you're not just looking at blank pages. It kind of like guides you through it, and it's a really good journaling book.
Or even having a tangible planner. I used to keep a lot of stuff in my phone. As soon as I have 2 planners, and I am obsessed with them. And it really does help me keep in order. Okay, I'll write down stuff that I know I have goals for months in advance, and what I have to do up into that time. And when you get the right journals, the right planners, they'll have like journaling areas where you have some paragraphs where you can write out ideas or different things like that. So it helps me to have something more tangible than my phone, because I can just on my phone. But when I have that phone away and I just have that book, it's just me focusing on what I need to do for that day.
No distractions.
Yeah. So that might be
So there's like a theory about writing it out and sending the energy out when you put it on paper. Like
I believe it.
I didn't mean to cut you off, D. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, like, I'm when it comes to like keeping memos, keeping documents of things that need to be in order, great at doing it for other people.
Not for yourself.
Fat. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to myself, sheer fucking negligence. I don't do that shit at all. So like, I'm gonna take up Brandi's idea and I'm gonna get a separate planner because I have one for work. But I'm gonna
get one something else. Because I have like I have a weekly like tearaway page one for my like just household stuff, like momminess, and then I have one for like my work schedule set up, and then I have a journal for like my motivational whatever that I'm going through, you know what I mean, or like my manifesting one. So I actually have like 3 or 4 of them just to keep it separate, because then that way your brain works separately on it. Like
because it's in its own compartment.
Like I really like keeping my manifesting, my motto journal like by itself because it has all my goals in it. And I actually kind of want to do a vision board this year because I feel like it actually does help to see everything you want to do every fucking day, like when you wake up. And like, so like even with the journaling, I started off doing it. I don't do it every day. It's not something that comes to me naturally to do it every day. So I totally get what you're saying, D. But like I try to incorporate like 10 minutes a day, and that's all you really need. Like just write down your thoughts for the day or the night before or the beginning of the morning. 10 minutes. Try it.
I'm gonna have to try that.
Try it.
Brandi, you're gonna have to shoot me a link to that journal you're talking about, or the planner with the journal pages.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm gonna have to cop that shit. Let me know.
No,
send it to all of us.
And even if I find it, like, because I get a lot of my stuff locally, or I will do Amazon. If I go back through and see where I got it from Amazon, I'll gladly send you guys some.
Yes.
And it was just great to have. I think, yep, I have one here.
See, this is why Amazon making all the money.
Because I used to always make fun of her for working so much. She would work 3 jobs, and then she had school, and she had always a lot to do. So
like a Jamaican.
Okay, Jamaica.
I'm done.
So when I would try to plan with her, she'd always be like, "Oh, let me check my calendar." And I'd be
oh my God.
Because I'm like, I'm not trying to hear. Let me check my calendar. Ain't nobody that busy, bitch.
Yeah.
No, people are.
People are.
Yeah.
Now that I have serial killer handwriting. So
oh my God, you really do.
I do.
Like the fucking Zodiac.
Listen, Brandi is not building a really good case for herself. First, she don't want food touching on her plate. Now she got serial killer handwriting. I don't have time for this.
It's pretty bad. But like, here's an example for December. I'll color code because that let me know like my job schedule, what bills are due, all that fun stuff. And then on the side of this one, because I mainly use this one for work. So just an example for work, I'll have everything down for the bills and who I owe, what I need to pay, what I need to save. And then the other one that's a bit more personal that I'm pretty sure I can send you both because I know I got that one from Amazon. It'll and it came with stickers. I'm a sucker. I love stickers. Like the day I have an appointment, stickers. The day I have an appointment and there's a little appointment sticker, or if it's like I want to get ice cream with PJ, and I'm like, I have a sticker.
ice cream sticker.
So all I'll do is put it on that Friday and be like, oh, why is there an ice cream sticker on Friday? I gotta get ice cream.
Oh my God.
It's the little things for me. It doesn't take much. I am easy.
I see.
Anyway.
That's like OG emojis. That shit
it is.
I love it. I love stickers. And don't let them smell. Don't let the stickers.
No, scratch it. Scratch it.
You guys are fucking lame.
Stickers I got. And the glitter Milky pins I got for my planner.
Oh my God, I love Milky pins.
I'm so ready for 2020.
Where's your Lisa Frank folder? Goddamn.
I still have one. My favorite one I still have. It's denim with silver glitter print on it. It's a galaxy. It's denim.
Denim with glitter print.
Yes, it is no wear and tear because it's made out of denim. It has all my songs that I wrote when I was younger in them. I know, right? I think I might have to. That might be a goal. I might start
I was just like, after
anonymous songwriter page and see how it goes.
Yeah, we know we're gonna nag D 2020, and he laid out very good goals for himself.
Yeah,
we definitely have to nag you to get more. Start a Musically, girl. Or no, it's not Musically anymore. It is now TikTok.
Yeah, we're starting one for the triangle for sure.
CJ has a TikTok music page. Look for new music.
I don't know about the new music. We might start with some covers and see how that goes. My vocals ain't been the same since, it's literally been like 20 years since I've been in front of a microphone to do anything in that nature. Like, because I think the last thing I did on stage or in front of people to sing or rap was that audition I did in Oki. Then I kind of I did a couple things here in Dallas, but that was about it and didn't really count, it was just local. So, but maybe we'll think about that. But I am actually putting a little more oomph behind my fashion and baking stuff. A little more what? Look at them, see? So I can't take them nowhere. No, is she fucking raving? What is that? I'm so done. No, so I think my baking thing, I'm gonna put a little more emphasis in. I do enjoy it. Some weird stuff. It's weird because that's one business side hustle that I really haven't marketed, but I do get clients for, so I kind of
can you make tres leches?
I have not tried, but you know what, I do pretty well with all the new things. I don't know if that people can see this. It's
cow's milk, human milk, and what's the third?
Not human milk.
It's cow, human, and dog.
What?
Tres leches.
What are you talking about?
We're hearing what you're saying. We're just not riding with you.
I'm just confused, D. What are you talking?
Then how are we riding? Well, how is there 3 different milks? The
fact that you said it twice as if it was going to click. You pulled a CJ. CJ thinks if she says something more than once, we'll understand it more.
I'm gonna say it for you one more time.
Did you talk time?
I'm just trying to figure out what the hell he's talking about.
Oh my god!
I did do this for a class. I don't know. It's hard to see. It's a place Xbox cake. Yeah.
Oh damn!
Right? That's how cute, boo.
CJ got motherfucking skizzy.
Is that a marshmallow head on there?
Yeah, it's the what's his name? The marshmallow guy. I don't know.
I know you're talking about.
Smosh. Is it Smosh? Right? Or something.
Some shit.
Yeah. So
That's
I'm gonna.
That is dope.
I think I'll put some effort into that a little bit more. And I'm debating on my fashion stuff. I love it, but I'm like, do I love it as a job? Like I went a whole year. Maybe I just love fashion and not into it as a career. We'll see. We'll figure it out. 2020 is gonna be my year of pushing harder on all three. And then the podcast, of course, is like forefront right now. So that's just My child is trying to say goodnight. I'm sorry. Good night, child. Okay, goodbye. Oh, sorry, guys. She's just good night. Love you. Go to bed.
Oh no. I wasn't ready.
I wasn't ready either. Yeah. I'll come hug you later, baby. It's all good.
It's why the restaurant said no kids.
Oh, the restaurants, boy, that backlash is nuts.
That backlash. They said what we're not gonna do is have y'all kids in here screaming.
Yelling and
while
screaming.
We're trying to eat. That's what we're not gonna do.
I'm so
If you could control your motherfucking kids, you wouldn't have to worry about this shit. Tell your kids shut the fuck up. That's what my mom told me.
Okay.
She said shut the fuck up and don't say nothing, don't ask for shit.
Listen.
You just eat your goddamn food.
I mean,
shut the fuck up and look at me when I'm talking to you. Eat that fucking food.
It is.
And I was quiet.
And I think it's like most people who have kids that are obnoxious probably do go a little too lenient and maybe. But the other part is, here's my 2019 goal that I'm carrying over to 2020 to get even better at it is my whole empathy thing is knowing that some of those kids are autistic or may have some issues that we can't deal with and we don't know. So I kind of have a tendency
if we went back to speaking, you can beat the autistic.
Shut up! No, you cannot.
Science has proven. Wait a minute. Did you
Brandi about to get all kinds of comments on this.
Did you know that an ass whooping a day keeps the autism away?
No, it does not.
Oh my god.
No, I'm kidding.
Oh my God, I can't. But you know what I mean? It is rough.
That have kids like that.
Yeah.
It's very hard when you do have something else going on that needs medication or that has not been properly diagnosed.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is I don't feel like that's the majority.
No, I agree. I think the majority of...
And they need to get it together.
And there's a certain group of people who have a higher screaming children capacity.
A certain group. Ain't you about to marry into the group? What you know about?
Yeah, but my kids is Browns.
Not creating a separation. She said, "Oh no, there's a line." No.
I mean, because here's the deal. I have broken the harshness of what my parents did, but I definitely instilled the same I don't know, background for them. So when I do go into a store and they do have an issue, I may not spank them, which I do spank if it's a severe situation for them. But if I count down, usually they calm down because I've taught them to you need to chill. If I tell you 5 times to stop doing something and you don't, and I'm 5, 4, 3, they usually go silence. And they go back to being a good kid because they know that either they're going to get their butt whooped or they're going to the wall when they get home and standing there for 3 minutes.
Not the wall.
Yeah,
I used
girl.
to go through the wall when I was a kid.
Oh, shit. Wait a minute. That escalated quickly. What do you mean go through the wall, nigga?
Through the motherfucking wall.
Holy shit. So you're not going to expand on that? Did somebody just throw you through the wall?
I fucked around and hit my report card one time. My mom fucked my world. Oh, shit. And I was bigger than her. I was 13.
That don't mean nothing.
Okay, she was like, what you want?
Miss K was not playing.
No.
She fucked my shit up so bad. Because she was strict with school. I was never allowed to get a C. And I did good. And then when I turned 13, I don't know what the fuck happened. I was just acting up that year.
It's because of that Cisco hair you was acting.
Quickly fixed that shit. No. This was before. I think that's why I went to Cisco.
Oh, okay.
She knocked a couple screws loose. Yeah, she fucked some shit up.
And that's also proven that scientists say too many beatings and your child turns gay.
What? Listen, this is our first episode. Don't be so fucking crazy.
He beat the Cisco into him. And then here we have
what song was that when Lloyd was saying stop? He was like, stop. Stop.
Okay.
How do you remember that? Oh my God, I'm drooling. Oh my God. How do you remember that?
2/3 triangle do not condone the sentiment.
Oh God. Oh my God. If you are listening to our first 2020 episode, let me tell you something. Turn the speakers up. Listen, Linda. We say wild stuff. We don't always mean
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. We say wild stuff. We be looking crazy. We do the most audio and visually. So you gotta chew the meat and spit out the bones on some of this stuff. Because if you come at me crazy in the comments, I'm coming for you. Period.
I mean, the first word on this copyright is just gonna be NSFW. Like, just not safe for work or children, really. Like
that's a 2020 goal the Triangle wants to keep going from 19 to 20. Not safe for work.
Ever.
We got to tell y'all.
Yeah. Listen to it by yourself or with adult friends. We are not children friendly.
If you're easily offended, we are not for you.
No, we're really not. So don't come at us in the comments. We do not.
Please don't.
What's wrong? Booty hurt?
Oh, did you hurt? Did the Gatorade bottle hurt?
Stop with the Gatorade bottle. If you're cute
like them,
Gatorade bottle,
niggas that be doing rap videos, and it's like, we gon' make it. We gon'
make it. We gon' make it.
Just off task. Just
there's
our first off task.
See what we're talking about?
Yeah, we like. Okay, so 2020.
Yes, Brandi, your turn.
My goal will be to be on task. No, it won't. I couldn't.
No, it won't. Don't lie.
You can't even say that with a straight fucking face.
What do you mean?
No, I have several goals.
Where did that come from? The high pitch ass.
You like that high pitch? Yeah.
God.
Yeah, you like that. Your brother enjoys it as well.
I'm leaving.
In my best CJ voice, hi Dan.
I can't. I'm done.
So gross.
I have a Gatorade bottle I want you to get today.
When I come for the wedding, meet me in the room with the Gatorade.
You know what? Y'all do whatever the hell you want to. I ain't part of this no more. I'm done.
That's something else I'm going to carry into 2020. I'm still going to make jokes about hooking up with CJ.
Oh, I'm sure. Everybody else does.
Yeah. And I don't want no problems. But I'm going to definitely keep my workout plan going because I'm one of the few people in 2019 that started my New Year's resolution of working out now.
Yeah, so that's true.
So when I post about goals, I've already been like 5 months in. So I definitely plan on leaning out, really having some type of 4 or 6 pack or something sometime next year. And just
in time for Carabana.
Okay, because the outfit's gonna be banging. So DJ, let me tell you, I already have this. I'm doing the whole outfit now that I have 2 sewing machines.
Not 2
One
sewing
my dad
machines.
bought me.
Oh yeah,
and the other my dance instructor got me. So I'm gonna teach PJ how to sew too. Nice. Child labor. You know, scientists say child labor. I'll get into that.
I'm done.
I'll get into that later. But I have this gorgeous red necklace I got on sale at TJ Maxx, and it's just beaded out. Huge red jewel right here, and then I found some earrings that went with it, and I was like, you know what, for Carabana I'm gonna wear all red. And it's just gonna be this explosion because I've always thought like wearing a 2-piece red anything was like the hottest, sexiest thing that somebody could wear regardless of their size. I just loved red growing up, and I think part of me loves it.
It demands attention.
It does.
It does.
And surprise.
Did you know in psychology, red is a color of power? You're welcome.
Well, you know what? Come on, CJ. I'm not mad at that. I like when she drops her tidbits in. When I was younger, it was just a forbidden color in the family. I couldn't have my nails red. like not even like acrylics, because I didn't start getting my nails done until I was older.
Why was that? Is it because they didn't want you associated with the Bloods? What is this like?
Well, listen, I will never forget. My mom told me to take the red fingernail polish off when I was like 5th or 6th grade, because that was, you know, the old school symbol of the harlot.
Yeah.
You could red lipstick, the red, and I'm like, I loved red growing up. So then I'm like, well, I guess my favorite color will be black. That's fine. Which was funny because the all black didn't throw anybody off.
That's so crazy.
But the red just triggered them. But long story
short.
Harlot. Right, harlot. Well, I'm going to be a Carolina harlot.
Damn, D, scared me. He just yelled that into the headphones.
So that's a goal for August. I'm definitely going to have the body 2 snatched.
That's awesome.
And I'm going to be blowing up everybody's timelines with the many different cosplays I have planned. So I'm going to go to a couple of different conventions next year in and out of the state that I'm excited about. I'm going to finally launch the Chameleon for Kids cosplay business. Finally. Ooh. I'm already going to like pay for and get a photo shoot together in January.
Boom.
So this is really kind of weird how this is working out, because the guy that I got, he's gone on to shoot. I told you about this. He's done like photos for Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union, Met Gala stuff. Like, he's a photographer.
Sounds right.
Okay. He was trying to get me to shoot back when I lived in Florida. So we're almost talking like almost 10 years ago.
Okay.
And I remember just being like, yeah, I'll do it. But I never did it because I just didn't look at myself how other people saw me. And I would always let who I was with dictate what I would do with the look. Because I wouldn't want to cause friction. I wouldn't want them jealous. I wouldn't, none of that.
Fuck so that noise.
Listen. Now that I don't care, and I might myself, I'm going to be out here. So that's the goal. I'm also going to do 3 ballroom competitions next year. One's going to be a big one. Well, there's going to be...
Did you say ballroom?
There's going to be 2 kind of like serious ones, and then one that is just going to be like a showcase.
Yeah.
My instructor was telling me about one that's going to be in March, where he told me there's going to be 7 different genres I'll learn. And I said, I'm sorry, what? Ooh. And he was like, yeah, your swing, your bachata, your this, your that. And I'm just like,
Swing your what?
My brain.
Bachata.
Bachata.
Oh.
And get my tango and my this. What you thought I said?
I was to swing your bachata. I was like, what the fuck does that mean?
That's
I mean, you know, she will be swinging that bachata.
That's what I will be doing.
I thought you said bachata.
Oh, bachata. Oh, that's a new way to call it.
You know I'm going to say that the next time I'm in practice, right? I'm like, can I learn bachata? He's going to be like, what? You know.
You heard me.
He's going to be so upset.
Yeah, no, he's not. He's like the white Polish version of me. So
oh, no.
Our humor is just as bad as this. We always say we would get more done in ballroom classes if we weren't too busy clowning around.
Oh,
so
that's
CJ,
true.
you would hate our lessons because
I'd be yelling at y'all like it was back in the day.
It's a lot of BS, but in true CJ fashion, when he's serious about something, he's serious. So when I do something
good.
And I don't do it right, he'll be like, let's try that again, this time without the disappointment.
Damn. That's rough.
He'd be killing me, but I'm going to become a better dancer for it. So when do the bigger showcase in September, I'm going to be very excited to enter that as like a freshman with it. So I'm going to keep up with the dancing and that, right? I want to take a burlesque class. I want to take a boxing class. And these are things just to do maybe for a season, like a month or 2, not the whole year, but I'm really knocking down all these little hobbies I wrote and put on a vision board years ago that I said I wanted to do, but I never did. Now, vision boards may work for some people, but I've come to the conclusion that planners seem to work better for me as a vision board than putting all these cool pictures. Like, I can make a vision board look great, but then I wind up not doing.
Now let's put it in the back of the closet.
No, seriously, like this was great, and it's gone.
I really agree.
And I didn't do anything. So
I feel like D, that journal may not work for you still. You might still have to keep going and find some shit that works for you. Like, some people do audio recordings too and then play back just to listen to themselves.
Creepy.
Is it creepy though?
We just said it was, so it is.
I'm just saying, but that's a good distinction to remember, that it's not for everybody and everybody should find their own way to like motivate themselves. Like D, you might be like, I don't want to do it, but I'd rather listen to like, I don't know, like Gary Vee or Brene Brown and all these other people, Steve Harvey or whoever that does motivational like podcasts. I do that in the mornings too when I'm brushing my teeth and getting ready in the morning. Like I choose like short 15 to like 45-minute.
Oh, let me get my computer charger really quick.
Podcast just in case. Like
who's not prepared? Who's not prepared? Brandi's not prepared. Okay, sorry to cut you off, CJ. Continue.
She was not prepared. This is how 2020 gonna be, huh? The same as 2019 for us.
It's her this time. It's usually me while I'm talking shit.
This is true. I don't know. Last time, didn't she drop out at the end because her phone was at 1%?
It was.
Hey, you both
need to get you some chargers.
You suck my dick.
Well, shit. But like I can't even remember what I was saying.
I'm gonna make sure all my stuff is charged because I don't.
Yeah, we gonna work on that. I have a little area that I work out of on my couch, so I have like plugins, like a whole thing where I have like 10 things plugged into it on the floor, so I'm good. I'm
gonna need that and my ring light and a new mic and stuff like that for next year too. I'm gonna do more of that extra work too. I think I want to take like an acting class and really see what I would be.
You know what? I really want to like check that out too. I was like looking at casting like out in Dallas.
It is so much easier than what I thought it was going to be.
I kind of want to see what's going on.
You have a look, or at least for me, you have a look.
I blazing.
So,
I blazing.
I blazing. No. I can do your accent like from last week.
Exactly. You just do that.
Let me just be the mama son at the snack bar late at night. I can do that.
But the fact that I got like the job and got paid and didn't even have a professional headshot.
Yeah.
It's like people can do this. So I hope that anybody listening to us going into 2020, you don't feel like you can't do something because you're single or married or a mom or
still
not
fucking
do it financially or whatever. Just do it. Just start doing whatever you want to do and quit holding your own self back.
I know, right? What were you gonna say?
No bitch ass did this in 2020.
Oh shit!
Okay. Nobody did.
I gave you the floor and you fucking. Why are you yelling tonight? What's going on?
No bitch ass did this.
Do you, brother?
I haven't gotten good sleep, so I'm
No, he's louder. He's loud. He doesn't hear himself.
I can't hear myself right now. No, but my mom and my sister started doing that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm waiting for you to let me know when that drops so I can watch it in the thing.
I have to let you know the name of the movie. She can't say anything yet, but
that can keep you under wraps.
We gonna check out Miss K and her baby girl.
Apparently my sister gets shot.
Oh yeah, that's gonna.
And my mom actually face planted in real life. Like she hit the floor and like had to get stitches in her mouth.
That's crazy.
She sent me a picture. She was like, "You better not fucking show anybody." I was like, "I'm sick of this shit."
She committed.
You can send it to us.
Right.
I was like, you know they're gonna keep that scene, right? She was like, "Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're gonna keep it." She said, She said the way my feet kicked up when I hit the ground. She's like, that shit looked too realistic. She said she face planted so hard she felt her feet go up and hit the ground. She was like, fuck.
Oh no. But you know what? If it was that real, if it was that real, maybe they'll like keep it completely and even do like a close up. Did they do a close up of her face? Because I would have got it if I was a cameraman.
It was like actual
I'd have been like, I'm so sorry, but let me get one scene with you. Just
she gets the Academy Award for most dramatic fall in a movie.
I get an award for being a great extra, dude. You went all in for that. God, I hope your mama don't listen to this. She gonna be like, we ain't never talking to them two anymore. Just
NT more.
Not at all. But no, like you know what? Like if you guys are listening or watching, if you guys have some I really don't want to say New Year's resolutions, 2020 goals, things you want to start, things you want to get into, like things you're curious about and don't know how to go about it. I would like to hear them if you want to like DM us or like comment it on our IG or Facebook or whatever. That would be kind of cool because I want to see what everybody's getting into 2020. I feel like everybody's like 2020, this number is great. We're going to do all kinds of shit, you know?
And I feel like that's good that people want to put that weight on being excited to go into another decade and the 2020 vision messages that I'm sure every pastor is going to kill, but I'm already
saying. Nigga, I'm about to use that for a fucking title. Watch.
I'm already tired of it. okay? And this is coming from someone with astigmatism. I am already tired. But if you decide to do that, like, be for real about it. Don't be Ferroni. That's what my dad said. He said, be for real or be Ferroni.
I'm gonna need your dad to calm down with them dad jokes. My dad's
ridiculous.
Dad jokes.
Me. So if you're gonna do it, just go ahead and put that energy into action. I love energy. And I love Gary Vee is telling people, like, you know, it's great that people listen to me, but instead of always being like, oh, you know, facts, goals, whatever else say, you know, you say in the comments, like, are you actually doing any of this stuff? Or are you just pumped up for the 3 minutes you listen or for the hour you listen to us or whatever? And then you don't really do anything. I spent so much time. Application. Right. Yeah. I spent so much time not doing anything and then wondering why I wasn't happy in some areas or in the same spot, whether it was at the job, a relationship, financially. And it's like, as soon as you realize where you want to be is on the other side of your excuses, like you're the only one that's stopping you. You are the beginning and the end of your own bullshit. Like the sooner you realize that, the better, so stuff can change. Because I honestly, in 2020, I don't want to hear nobody complaining about stuff. When
no bitch assiness.
No, I don't want to hear it. I'm like,
I got time.
He just keeping it real.
People complain about their job like they're completely trapped, and it's like you're not. You may have to make some uncomfortable moves and sacrifices to do something different, but you're not trapped. Same thing for relationships. Like, oh, he just treats me like this, or he does that, or he does that. What you allow will continue, girl. He doing what you taught him to do. He's doing what you're allowing him to do. You're not trapped.
Yeah.
You know what? Another nigga can come along anytime. Like Gucci said, miss one, next 15 one coming. Yep. Gucci. You can have what and who you want. You can be what you want to be. You just gotta quit BSing. And this is coming from someone that was BSing for a long time.
It's like they say though, like if you want something different, you gotta move differently. Yeah. Like if you keep doing the same shit, you're gonna have the same results.
Those memes be on point. That one meme that said you can't change the people around you, but you can change the people around you.
Yeah.
Everybody around me this year, you can go, you get a car, you get a car.
I was watching something that said, if you're not an ally of mine, I can't fucks with you no more.
It's true.
I can't fucks with you. Like, nah.
Because
I don't even want to go into 2020 wondering who's for me and who's not. Who's like a real down friend and who not, or being like, why don't we talk anymore? Or why don't you support?
We don't talk anymore.
Why don't you do that? We don't talk anymore.
So many disclaimers on this episode.
Yeah, I'm not gonna deal with that. So bye to all of that.
Bye.
Bye.
Like, I mean, like it's true though, and like if you are getting into like doing stuff and like showing out on social media or whatever, like don't think about like what's gonna happen if you post something or put out videos or put out pictures. Like that was my biggest thing that I had to overcome in 2019 is like putting out content that wasn't edited to like, you know, minuscule things. Like I would be worried about, oh, this angle is off, this is bad or whatever, which is kind of why this podcast helped me too, because we really don't edit the conversations at all. We literally I just edit in the intro, the outro, maybe some weird sounds that were too loud because somebody like dropped something and it'll fuck up your ear if you're listening to it on your headphones or something like that. But everything else is like raw, unedited, uncut. Nobody is like getting chopped up on this podcast.
BET uncut.
I'm saying no, not BET uncut.
Let me see what you got. Just shake that.
I'm
Let
done.
me see what you got.
I'm done.
Hey.
That was the worst. I still remember. I can't remember what song it was. What song was it where they took that fucking credit card and swiped it under some
that was tip drill.
It was tip drill. That's what it was. I don't know why, but that was usually the first video on fucking BET Uncut. Like, god damn.
Or another one I liked was the guy was like, I'm trying to kick it tonight.
Oh, Lord.
So go and tell me what that thing smelled like or something like that.
Oh, my God.
It was so dumb. It was so one of those songs where you clown on it, but then like you're at McDonald's and like waiting on
comes on.
Trying to kick it tonight.
That's so terrible.
You remember the I ain't got no panties on the dance floor?
On the dance floor.
Oh my god.
I ain't got no panties on the dance floor.
I was just talking around because we were running around, you know, buying stuff for New Year's because we're hosting this year for New Year's party, and we had it on the 90s and 2000s like Sirius XM channel, and all these songs from the 90s. I was like, why the fuck were we singing this as like 11-year-olds and 8-year-olds?
Singing it hard.
I will be a freak until the day, until the dawn.
Like, you don't even know what that means. Why are you telling people that girl is poison? Like, what do you mean?
What it means when you started doing things like making mixed CDs, for those that are old enough to remember.
Oh, yeah.
Making mixed CDs and then putting together playlists now. And I'm like, I was really singing this?
Yeah, we was. Like, we were killing it.
I'm like, why did I have Tyrese's album, Drew Hill album? I had all these grown R&B albums.
Grown ass albums.
Grown.
I had D'Angelo.
Oh, what are you doing?
Brown Sugar. I had D'Angelo. I was like 9. I had a D'Angelo.
What? Like, I still remember, I think I was 12 or 13. One of the first like albums that I got on tape, my niggas, tape, not even CD, was Mary J. Blige's
My Life?
My Life. Is it My Life? Yes. The one with the Waiting to Exhale song on it.
It's like her best one.
That's her best one. But like, one of the guys that I worked with, my summer hire job, had the fucking album. Summer Hire on bass. He had it, and I still remember every fucking song and the lyrics to that album. Like, what was I doing as a 13-year-old singing Mary J. Blige songs like on the top of my lungs? Like, you really
thought we were really going
talking about Tuesday. I thought you was a friend of mine. Like, what the fuck was I doing?
Even like that 3LW No More. It's like,
oh my god,
why am I singing about a guy? And that one, we're all still teenagers. I can't clown on you for living with your mama because I still live with my mom. What are we even talking about?
Does that mean they was dating outside of their age group?
Listen, had to be, because I know, folks was fast and
not fast.
Yeah, look, that's what they say back in the day.
They did.
Fast. But yeah, it's unfortunately not uncommon to hear about the 15, 16-year-old girls with 20-something-year-old guys.
It's so crazy. It's so crazy. Like, and you didn't think nothing of it, but when you're in this situation, like,
oh no, like hindsight, I'm like, so I was 16, had my first kiss with a 19-year-old.
Oh, I got one better for it. I think I was like 18 and I dated a 29-year-old.
I remember that.
He had a 4-year-old daughter. Yeah, remember?
Oh, wow.
Aaron, I'm not going to say his last name, like, because he has a very unusual last name. He would know who I was talking about. But yeah, his first name's like.
Oh, and then I just lied. I'm sorry. My prom date was 19. The first kiss guy was like 25, and I was like 16.
Oh, shit.
See?
I remember that too.
I'm telling you, this shit was fucked up.
What it is now, because I'm looking back, like, not only would I have killed my daughter, right?
Me too.
And that was the only thing I did. I was never doing anything sexually promiscuous in high school. That I had my first kiss at 16. I didn't lose my virginity until
at Dragon.
At
Dragons.
Not Dragon Palace. Dragon.
At a club.
I'm done.
We had, do we have fake IDs? How do we get in?
I don't know how we got in.
No, like, remember in Okie, when we were in Okie,
no, I know how we got in.
us most of the time.
I know how we got in.
How'd you get in?
I remember us going, and Demetrius, you hyping me up because you was like, just wear I had this crop top and my boobs was like,
this looked like a grown ass woman.
I did. He was like, wear the good, because your mama had got me a little ponytail thing one time. So the ponytail and you were like, wear the purple and green like crop top thing. So I had that and some jeans. And they were glitter jeans, CJ. So you couldn't tell me nothing.
Paris Blues?
Paris Blues. Paris Blues.
You know it.
And you couldn't tell me nothing. That's how we got in, because these knockers was knocking.
Oh, knockers were knocking. No, for real though.
I cannot believe that. But again, like, this is also what happens. We'll talk about this on future episodes. I didn't have no talk from my parents like that about men or what was or nothing. You just want some attention. I was tired of being the only one of my friends that never been kissed. So I'm like, he's gonna get these lips tonight.
Not get these lips tonight. I'm done.
Oh, that was crazy.
It was crazy.
It was crazy, D, because you egged her on to be slutty.
Well, no, what's crazier is I was sitting next to them, right?
Right.
And I turned this way. Shit was fine. And I like looked this way. Then I looked back. I was like, the fuck?
Just in a half a second.
I was 16 too, so I'm just blown the fuck away at what the fuck I'm witnessing right now. Yeah, it was crazy.
That's what happens when you try to play grown games and you end up in a grown situation, and then all of a sudden
they don't know how to act.
And then you feel 16 all of a sudden. You're like, this is not
cool. Like what was the name of that club that was downstairs on Gate 2 Street?
Which one?
It's like you at the very end and you had to go down, and it was really, really small. It was like
it was tiny, and they had mirror wall.
Yeah, what the fuck was that?
Yeah.
Shit.
I remember because we went.
Was it mirrored with like orange or red carpeting?
Orange. It was orange.
It was orange, right? Shit. Yeah. It was downstairs from like Hideaway, wasn't it?
Downstairs from Hideaway, exactly.
Shit.
Right next door to Hideaway downstairs.
Was it like Purple Dragon? I can't.
Was everything dragon?
I can't remember. I remember I was 16 in there. Underground. And
I remember going there.
Like a melee. Like this shit was crazy.
Oh no.
All these fucking Marines that were like,
listen, okay,
27 and up, and it's bottles breaking, and it's all us Canadian high school kids, and they're screaming.
That
and
bar,
the DJ was drunk. That bar was.
That bar was notorious for fights because I've also been there with my friends when a fight broke out, and one of my other friends had to stop one of my guy friends by making out with him because he was about to go off. And we were like, you are not about to fight some fucking Marines, nigga. You just graduated from high school. You ain't about to tear nobody apart.
These trained fucking...
These motherfuckers are trained.
They're trained. They can kill you like this.
Yeah.
No,
that was like definitely a bar with mostly Marine guys in it. Like,
yeah, mostly Marine guys.
And a lot of Air Force guys at Hideaway.
A lot of Air Force guys at Hideaway. I remember that shit. What was the one upstairs? Club Red?
Was it Red?
Yes, the way you said it, Club Red.
Club Red. No, but I remember the fight broke out. And the DJ was drunk as shit. He comes off the DJ booth and starts grabbing us because he sees us cowering away in the corner. He grabs us and makes us dance. He puts music on. It's like, dance. Dance. I guess to try to throw everybody off, like, just dance. I was like, no, fuck y'all.
If it works in the movies, why can't it work in real life?
It doesn't work in real life.
It doesn't work like that.
Starts dancing.
Their testosterone doesn't stop. It just kept going. But Gate 2 Street was like so crazy. Like we lived out there, like all weekend long. I don't even know how I survived it. I was just telling somebody.
Looking back on some of those moments, going out of any of the gates and being into what we were into,
girl.
I say that lightly because at the end of the day, a lot of times we just wanted to just have fun,
have a good time.
We were never into anything too crazy. But the fact that we are still alive and we're fail or anything is amazing. Amazing.
I'm serious. Like I was telling Rob the other day, I was like, there were like 2-3 day rave binges that I've been to, like 2-day ones. Literally, not at Pulse. Literally at a place called the Devil's Cove. Remember that place on the beach?
Devil's Cove, yeah.
Like I was just gone for 2 fucking days, just listening to music, drinking, doing whatever, and glow sticks. Like, nigga, what the fuck?
And you even saying that sounds like a recipe for a Lifetime movie.
It really is. My children are gone.
ID channel stuff. Where
like 48 hours at a rave. Yeah. Like.
And it's like, whatever happened to CJ? That's the name of the book. Whatever happened to CJ.
Whatever happened to CJ.
I mean,
last seen at a rave on the beach. But people don't just come out of that. But the world does seem a little more crazy now. And we were in a sheltered environment, although still had like some, like I could have easily been raped or something crazy if people weren't around me or paying attention to me.
That part.
Okay, especially when you heard all them stories about the Marines cutting up after we left.
Oh, so I don't want to say it was just like I don't know if it's generational or because they didn't realize how they didn't get the training that the older groups of Marines did or whatever, because we definitely because I hung out with mostly military dudes, like from like, I don't know, junior and up. Like I didn't have really too many high school guy friends. It was all military dudes. Me and my girl was into like riding around in like, souped up cars and shit, driving out to Naha and doing all of that. And they ended up being really good friends to me. As a matter of fact, I named one of my daughters after him. So yeah, it's so crazy. But like, I think that I don't know if they didn't get the training to be like, yo, like in Japan, like anywhere in the Far East, if you go, the policies are different. On base, yes, it's American like law enforced, but when you get off base, like they're fucking serious. There's no crime that really happens off base. So when it does happen, it's a huge ass deal.
Right.
Like, remember like the Cinderella time they had to impose on people because something went down? Everybody had to be home at midnight.
And we would be rushing back, and it would be like 11:30 because we didn't want to get locked off base. So that was
because if it was after the curfew and you try to get back on, you get fucking taken to the brig or whoever, the first shirt for your parents or whatever.
We definitely were trying to get on. I remember one time, and then we'll go back to 2020 goals.
Off task.
I remember one time some friends of my father's, a lot of people working underneath him. So the younger guys swore they saw me off base, which they did. But my dad was so used to me being like, he always saw me as a tomboy for the longest time. I was still playing like manhunt and skateboarding and just being around the way as far as in Jennings. So that was just, he refused to believe it. He
was like, not mine. Not mine.
Yeah. He's like, not my daughter. Meanwhile, I am dying on the inside.
You're like, what?
I'm like, I pray I'm never in a situation, because I know he had like different ceremonies and stuff when he would get promoted that we would have to be at. And I'm like, the last thing I need is somebody recognizing me at one.
Oh,
didn't I see you at B Greens?
Nope. Oh, she said B Greens.
Were you with me when my stepdad walked in dragons on us?
Whoa, I forgot all about that.
Wait a minute.
Nigga, how do you remember all this stuff?
And we got the fuck up.
He's
I was
good
like,
at
let's
it.
go. Time to go. Time to go.
Man, listen.
So I watched
wait a minute. Was old girl with us too? Because I think one time when we were caught up by somebody, after that moment, anytime we went out with this person, they were always like, oh my God, is that my parents? Or is this that person? Or is that person? Because they were always freaking out. Always freaking out.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Always.
I don't know why deep memory works like that.
We were on the second floor. You know how they had the little seating area that was upstairs, kind of? We were sitting up there, and I saw him hit the door, and I was like, God damn.
Oh, your dad?
So I just laid back like this, and I just waited for him to get to the other side, and I slowly made my way downstairs.
Yeah, because you can't run. You can't run.
Yeah, slowly went down.
No, you kind of
walked
grew
by
and
us
like
there.
act. And I remember anytime we've had to get out of anywhere quickly, you're trying to be calm, but your heart's like pounding in your head.
Racing,
like,
yeah.
And then what we should do sometimes to have like a stress meal afterwards, because you have to stress eat. We just have to Mickey's or something. And it's like, let's eat.
Stop at Mickey's real quick.
Did you say Mickey's?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was just going to say it when you
Mickey
said food.
Oh my!
Stop at Mickey's, grab something to eat, and then we're going to Seventh Heaven because I know he will not be there.
Oh my God.
That's one place I know he's not going to be at Seventh Heaven.
Seventh Heaven was like one of my other favorite places. One of my friend, well, they were kind of my acquaintances, I guess. My friend's friend owned the bar, and his like dad was also one of the band guys that played there. Like they're
Ashura, remember Ashura?
Oh, and Murasaki was like a hype. Murasaki was like a serious band in Japan. They like went to like mainland Japan, did their fucking tour and all of this shit. And then when they didn't retire quite, you know, till like probably recently. I'm sure they might be like on and off stage still, but they were still like headbanging. They were like in their 60s. It was like pretty awesome. And then his kids who owned the bar at Seventh Heaven also had a band, and they would play there. Because I still remember like Rashi and them like renting out the whole damn place for a birthday party.
Wow.
Yeah. Like, it was crazy. I don't even know how I got caught up in all of that. I think I just lived there too long. Like,
that part.
And knew too many people. Like, it's really
you end up knowing
crazy.
everybody, you stay there long enough.
Oh my God.
You really do.
Like, I couldn't
not hard.
go anywhere without being seen by somebody. And the only saving grace for me is, like, unlike Dee and Brandi, I had older parents, like, for my age. Like, my dad was already, like, in his 60s when I was in Oki. So he wasn't about to walk into Dragons or Be Greens or anything like that. Like, he went to the Officers Club to have dinners, shit like that.
Oh,
so.
The Officers Club dinner was mine.
It was very bad. Brunch.
It was pretty good. It was pretty good. I don't know. The USO was like slapping with their like to-go boxes.
Egg roll.
Chicken donburi.
Yes. And the bowling alley with their fucking food.
Oh my God. The bowling alley fries and cheese sticks were bomb.
Grilled cheese from there was good. I was like, grilled cheese, is this damn good?
Fresh. Like, Okinawa was not playing about the fresh.
No, they were serious about their stuff. Anyway.
And then we're serious about our 2020 goals.
Let's get back on task, because that's something we still don't know how to do.
Nope.
I don't think it's ever going to happen. That's okay. I'm sure people enjoy us going like into a little segue and tangent into our lives and shit.
You'd be going to the left, to the left.
No, Beyonce, calm down. No, seriously though, like I don't know. As a podcast though, we like I don't know if you caught the last episode. We're going to definitely be dropping 2 episodes a week. One's gonna be our usual off task, all kinds of weird topics, conspiracy theories, you know, shits that's going on every day. And then our second one's going to be our like what is it, current events. So current events. I would love to do that
about everything that's Instagram.
Yeah, I think we're going to drop our current events on Sunday. You think? Because I feel like that way people have a moment between our regular episode, and then if we drop it on Sunday, people can like listen to current events on Monday.
You know what?
On Monday morning, all the way to work.
Yeah.
I kind of think like we can do it on a weekday. Although I know you do your research with algorithms and everything else.
I sure do.
I found even paying it right. She does. I found even paying attention to likes or how often somebody is like on their phone. It seems like people are not on their phones as much on the weekends because they have the free time. It seems like a lot of people are on their phones when they should be working on their way to work. Because you're trying to distract yourself.
Well, we might go ahead and drop it on Monday morning.
So I think doing it on a weekday is definitely worth a try.
Because we gotta keep it at least 2 or 3 days apart. Because our regular drops on Thursday to hit everybody.
I'm okay with Monday.
You think Monday? Should we drop it on Monday?
I think we should try a weekday.
Well, Monday mornings for our current events. Get your news with the triangle. Let's do it.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
Your news week with the triangle. Check out what's happening every week.
Out what's happening and hear what we think about it because I know you care.
Yeah, because we know you care about her fucking insight.
People stop being polite.
I don't know if they're like real. No, not stop being polite and stop being real. Isn't that the world?
We would be excellent entries for a reboot of that, by the way. I feel like the 3 of us would be great.
Oh my god!
Reboot? Don't they have it still?
They still do.
They do?
Yeah, they still have it. Would we be great though? Because we're all drinkers. I don't know how that would like hold up.
That's definitely my vice. Now I'm not Ruthie drinker.
No.
Definitely get my drink on.
No, I'm like I drink a lot and I talk a lot, and then I like turn into like CJ Guru, like in my own head. In my own world.
The first fight in the house is gonna happen because CJ decides that she's gonna move somebody's spoon.
Listen, D, I know what you're saying, but like I just need you to put the spoon
and
down.
I'm just gonna be sitting on the side like, child, all right.
I told you not to touch my shit.
Real world with us would be just a live action version of the triangle that just doesn't go off. That's all it would be.
We would run that house.
Oh my god, nobody would like us.
Nobody likes us now.
It would just be us in that confessional room. So that confessional room talking shit about everybody.
Oh my god, all 3 of us on that couch just hanging out.
Just talking shit,
like,
eating banana pudding.
These niggas in this house got us fucked up.
I would love if the producers ever let me in on somebody talking about me in the confession.
God.
I would love to just move a curtain or a green screen back and be like, what's up, girl? Tell me about it. I think that would be so funny because I know I wouldn't care. Like that's one thing I want people to leave in 2019. What other people think about you?
You know what? That's the truth, though.
It does not matter.
Nobody.
And the freedom that you have.
Oh, say it again.
Externally focused and caring about what anybody thinks. Family members, church people, your friends.
Yeah, say it again.
Your frenemies, your coworkers, whatever. You know, like it does not matter. And it's freedom.
Ask me if I love my 2 Afro puffs pushing 40. I don't give a fuck. Some people are like, I'm too old for hairdos like that. Bitch, you better not give a fuck.
Listen,
you better be.
I'm already preparing myself.
That shit. That was good.
I'm preparing myself mentally next year for anybody that's like, well, aren't you a mom?
That was good.
Oh my god, that aren't you a mom shit?
You a mom?
Kills me, I swear.
Don't you teach children's church on Sunday?
Aren't you a hater, bitch? That's what I said.
Oh my god, can we get badges made? D is the quote king. I swear to God. I swear. D, I'm gonna need you because D's a little more quieter than we are. We realize that, but when he opened his mouth, it's just gold. Just dripping fucking gold.
Like the cat one with the rainbow. Gold.
I'm gonna make one of D just spitting gold, like coins, like fucking just everything. D, I'm gonna go find that fucking Jet magazine one and use it. I used that one for a fucking elf Christmas greeting card. Did y'all see it? That I made?
You know, I watched that several times.
Look at D.
I know, I recognized it. I was like,
that's the best elf one. They were like breakdancing and shit. I was like, that's us.
I watched it the first time and was laughing just because it was funny. And then I watched it again with my CJ brain and I was like, some of those moves were us though.
Yes.
Like, there was this move where it was you two as elves and you both were like locking.
Yes.
I was like, oh my God, that's them.
And then the section where they were in the subway.
Yes.
They were like, yes. I was like, this.
And then like
us.
my character, like my elf vogued for a second, and I was like, this is us. Why is this us?
It's my favorite thing.
It was perfect. And then of course it started off with me coming out of the stair, like down the stairs. And I'm like, yeah, that's how I leave my house every morning.
I bet you do. I saw that and I was like, well, this is the order we're keeping the faces in because that's perfect.
It was really perfect. I was in the middle like Beyonce. I saw nothing wrong with anything. I saw nothing wrong with it.
Oh my God. I can't.
It's on our Facebook page if you guys want to check it out.
Yes, it is on Facebook because Instagram was being stupid, wouldn't let me post a video. So check it out on our Facebook.
And then we're over
page.
like 1,000 followers, you guys.
Oh yes, I was gonna post that. We hit 1K a few days ago. It's a Christmas miracle. No.
Yay.
Seriously, it was a couple days before Christmas. We hit 1,000 followers, over 1,000 followers.
We have that many people following.
It's wild. It's wild. It's all what white people say that. It's wild.
It's wild. I say that all the time.
That shit is gnarly, bro.
Not gnarly, bro.
Gnarly.
Totally.
It's nar.
Rob just looked at me when I say that's what white people say. Tell me I'm wrong, though.
I'm not your typical white guy.
Y'all heard that?
Oh.
You better clap back, Rob. He said you not what you not gonna do.
Oh shit!
That's right, Rob.
Y'all.
All these
I'm not your typical white guy.
I know.
He sounded like he's about to take you down.
I'm gonna take you down.
No,
right?
ma'am.
I really want to take you down.
And show you what I
He hit that comment with a little bit of bass in his voice.
Yeah, he was like, I'm not the typical white guy.
He said it with his chest.
That's like
I want that on the shirt. I'm not your typical white guy.
No.
And then have his face looking at you like this on the couch. I'm about to take you down later. Oh no.
Like,
by the way, speaking of t-shirts and shit, we had some comments from people talking about t-shirts and merchandise and pins and shit like that. So
what are we doing?
I don't know. If you guys are really interested, let us know on our pages or YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, whatever. Inbox us. You can even email us.
CJ, this is where you have it messed up. It ain't no if y'all really interested.
Oh, okay. They interested.
Merchandise.
I mean, let's do it.
They're going to buy it.
Because we have some stupid ass quotes that we can just, you know.
I'm more than willing to invest in stuff that has our pictures on it, that has our quotes on it.
Yep.
There's no shame in me. I will.
Them quotes is where it's gonna be at.
With my face on it.
I can't wait. I'm gonna have to sift through some shit because I know.
I'll even let you put my Grindr photo on there.
Oh, you have a Grindr?
I really don't.
Oh shit, nigga.
No.
So you had people excited.
We really was. I was like, let me see the Grindr.
But that photo that you have is the closest thing to a Grindr photo.
It really is. I really think we need one of that on a white tee where it just says Jet Beauty of the Week. Just Jet Beauty of the Week.
And then I want one where it's B's face on the front and just a picture of a Gatorade bottle on the back.
Yes. Oh my God.
I have so many ideas. Like, we can totally do this.
We're gonna have to brainstorm when we have a day off together.
Totally do this.
We can do this. Like, people probably listening like, these motherfuckers dumb. What are they talking about?
I also would like it if I could see your faces before CJ's wedding. Like,
I know.
Great.
I know.
Before?
I would love to see you guys before, and I'm only pushing it this way because, one, I love Cleveland. Two, everyone can stay with me.
Cleveland, right?
God, I hate it.
But also because I'm working at a bar, so I'm just like,
I know. I really want to go to the lounge, y'all, that Brandi works at because it's fancy. I want
Brandi to cut me off. I'm gonna get so fucked up you have to cut me off.
Yeah.
I go up to the bartender.
You have to have one of those detective hats on and like really do it up, and then somebody has to come over and be like, I think you had enough, buddy. And you got to go grab them. I'll tell you when I had enough. And
have you guys ever been cut off at a bar?
I've never been cut off.
I have.
No.
You've been cut off?
I've been cut off accidentally, I think. I was in Nebraska, and I think they didn't know how much I could handle. I got cut off at the bar, so I just sent my friends in to go get me drinks on the patio. Like, they didn't really do anything to me. But he was like, you've had too much. I was like, I've had 6 Jacks and Cokes. He was like, that was in 2 hours. I was like, I know, nigga. Like, what do you mean?
Give me my damn drink.
Yeah, that didn't help. So he was like, you're cut off. I was like, well, let me just get a fucking water and I'll sit outside with my friends. He was like, cool. I was like, well, y'all get me some fucking drinks. Here's my money.
We got
just kept drinking.
We're quote unquote cut off because we normally get a shifty and then we can, get what we want after that at the 50% off. And then that got cut. So you can have your shifty when it's, you're working, but then after that, that's it. Like, if you want to drink something else, you have to leave the bar. So I was like, what? Like, how did we get cut off from that? And then, like, one of the girls there was telling me it was because of her and somebody else. They just got plastered there too many times. And the owner was like, look, it ain't a good look. So instead of firing you, we'll just go ahead and cut it off, for everybody. To which I'm like, man, we could have got a new bartender. Like,
that's fucked up. Yeah, I mean, if you're on the job, you have to control it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And a lot of times I feel like some people, not all people, so I don't want the real drinkers to be in the comments, but I feel like for some people that get that messed up, you got something else going on emotionally, baby. Like, there are times where it's like, I know I want to be messed up because I know I'm going to have that much fun with who I'm around. Like for your wedding.
Yeah.
It's not because I'm like broken.
It's a wrap, son.
I need some fucking cleansers ready, I think, after the wedding.
Listen,
with
go
y'all
and get
coming.
the IV joints.
Man.
Done,
B12 shots. I don't know. Like,
we are going off. I'm gonna come off the plane lit. I'm
gonna go pick her up on Thursday. She's gonna be like, hi.
Come here, Heather. I love you so much.
Oh my god.
I stayed up.
What? Listen. Y'all are fucked up. I can't.
And this is without alcohol,
but no, really, like, I think it's very important to people to be able to, like, that should be somebody's goal too, is to be able to control themselves between all kinds of different things, whether it's drinking, food habits.
I'm like, I still need you. There is a way, because I'm so aware. It's not even funny when I'm like out and I am going to drink or do anything. So it's like, I am very aware. I've never been so lost. Now I know, and I've been messed up, but even in that, I'm hypersensitive and aware to I am really jacked up right now.
Yeah.
There's only been one time where I've had been carried off. But even then, my homegirl told me, who also helped carry me with like somebody else that was at the bar. She said I kept calling the guy Powder because he was so white and he had a bald head.
Oof, not Powder.
I kept calling him Powder. She also said I went off on a cop and lived to tell the tale. I said that had to be because I was really cute that night. So I'm like, that had to be that, because I was like, I don't remember any of this. She was like, yeah, you went off. We was in Denny's and the cop was there and we was like, Brandi, chill. And you went off. And he was like, she good. And I was like, damn. And then they carried me home. But she said, even then, she says when she dropped me off in her bed, because we went to her place. Because also, for anybody listening, ladies especially, I am big on having people meet me or pick me up from a place I really don't live. I'm not playing about, safety in that way.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You can get me from a place I don't even live close to or at. But anyway, they dropped me off in her bed, and she tells me she was trying to help me get more comfortable by taking off my shoes and adjusting my dress. And she says, I about fought her, like, don't you touch me. My body's my body. And I was like, that is what I'm talking about. That is me.
Oh, my God.
I fucking told you, Pamela.
Not
gonna eat your vagina.
Oh, no.
So I slept in my dress and heels because I wasn't playing. But it's important to be that aware, or at least have somebody around you that is that.
That's so true, because
especially talking about New Year's Eve. I know y'all won't hear this until after y'all messed up, but I'm sending the energy out there. Y'all be safe.
I mean, they still gonna be partying after this because it drops on a Thursday. The people who had to work on New Year's Day are gonna be partying this weekend.
Oh yeah, look, can't relate.
Yep. They're gonna be partying this weekend because, like, seriously, I remember, like, Okie was my safe haven for sure because I have really good friends and they took care of me if I did get a little too plastered. Because there have been several occasions I woke up in my clothes the next day in my house and I don't remember how the fuck I got home, or like why my car was missing because somebody drove me home safely. Like,
wow.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. Like most of the time when that happened, I was at my little friend's, what is it, SMB's, the gay bar. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Sisters and Bitches. That's what the bar was called.
Sisters and Bitches.
That's what SMB stood for. It was called Sisters and Bitches. And I would like my going away party. I don't remember anything past 3 a.m. Like, I do remember arguing with my dad that I was not coming home till I was done, though. So he was like, what the fuck? It was happening.
Cheers, what it is.
Oh, it was Tomo's going away party. That's what it was. And I think Tomo actually had to take care of me on his going away party.
Oh.
I know.
But at least he was there for you.
He and you'll see him at the wedding too. He'll be coming down.
Tomo.
Oh.
You know, right? What was that?
Oh my God. Why did we do that?
I don't know. You guys are creeping me out. A lot.
I have no clue what made us say his name.
I don't either. Why did you guys scream his name like that?
We howled it.
I'm fucking tagging Tomo in this episode.
After you said Tomo, I was like, well,
Tomo.
Like, I don't understand. I'm definitely making him watch that clip right there. Like, yes. I'll be like, watch out. They come into the wedding.
Not watch out. Everybody better watch their backs. I'm coming in.
I know, but like seriously though, I hope that everybody like gets around to figuring out if they want to do some new shit. Don't fucking hold back this year. Like, just fucking go do it. Don't nobody care. Don't nobody care about you. I mean that in a good way. I mean, like, don't nobody care. It's like when we talked about women who are very self-conscious about like showing their arms or their legs. Ain't nobody watching you. Everybody worried about themselves. Everybody is worried about themselves. Nobody. And if they do have something to say, if they have something to say, they got too much time on their hands and they're having a really bad time with their own shit and they have to bring somebody else down. And that's why they doing what they doing. So don't even worry about haters like that. Like D said, are you hating?
Are you hating, bitch? Or you can be proactive and take a boxing class like Brandi and beat the bitches up.
CJ does not condone this activity. I fucking cannot. No, but seriously though, like there's so much to do this year.
CJ, I'd pay cash money to watch you beat a bitch up. That'd be so fucking funny.
You know what? I have been in situations where it almost not cash money. 99 to 2000, we taking over. Like, I mean, just
that was brilliant. That was brilliant.
I'm sorry. There's too many memes I've been making. Everything's just flowing around, slow clapping and shit. But like, you know, I have been in situations like that, but I know for a fact that I should not beat up other people because of my background. It really takes me, like, unless you fucking touch me first, because you know I will not throw the first punch or kick or anything. There was one time,
I believe her.
There's one time in Nebraska, some girl was coming at me because I was like talking to some dude I didn't know was her ex. It's your ex-boyfriend, so he's obviously gone past you. But she showed up at a party that I was at, and like some of the other guys grabbed her before she got to me because she was so small. And I was like, bitch, I'm 5'7.5", 5'8". Like, I'm a thick girl with martial arts training. Like, you're not gonna fuck with me. I'm sorry. It's not gonna like that.
And I'll have you know, she was born with that martial arts training because most people are.
Yeah. Like,
so they inherit that. That's years and years.
That's an Okie training right there.
Mm-hmm.
Like seriously, most kids from Okie was in karate class for real. Like a real one. Not
that
like
was the first time I actually caught a serious ass whooping. They made me spar. I was 17. They made me spar like this 26-year-old fucking Marine dude. He fucked my shit up.
It's because you were big. So they're like, there's no way you can go against a regular one.
16, 17-year-old, and this motherfucker was 26 with solid bones. I was still growing bones.
Not growing bones.
Fucked me
For context, the way D looks now at 47. He looked that way.
I'm done.
When he was 17.
I cannot with her.
So
She's so rude.
D's look the same for years.
D's gonna look like 30 when he's like 85. That's what he got going on. Like, I hope so. You're just gonna look the same fucking way.
Your face is gonna freeze frame. You're just gonna look like this until you
just like that. Just like that.
102 like this.
That same thing.
Like, wait, that nigga's 102? Wait a minute. Like, what do you mean?
It's the skincare. It's the skincare.
I'm telling you, like, seriously. Like, I don't know. Like, people shouldn't fuck with people like that anyway. And don't listen to them. Just don't listen to other people. Do what you want to do. As long as you're not harming people while you're doing it or destroying other people or bringing down other people, I don't think you should worry about all the shit that you're doing.
If you're destroying self-esteem because your selfie's that bomb.
Bitch.
It is what it is.
I can relate. That's fine because you know what I've noticed as my self-esteem's gone up. Yeah. I've been able to follow people I couldn't follow before because seeing them all secure and happy in their body would make me feel away. And I would follow different size girls, different hues and everything.
I have a question about that.
I started feeling better about myself. I felt good about following other girls that would hype themselves up, show their bodies a little bit more, no matter what the size or what color their skin was. I'm like, I'm into it. And it almost like enhanced my confidence. So it's like,
it does, right?
About showing my stretch marks. I feel fine about my cellulite. I feel fine about all this stuff that society will try to train you that there's a problem with.
Let me ask you this, because, you know, obviously I go and comment on your shit too. Like when I see your stuff on my Instagram or Facebook or whatever, have you noticed less females commenting on your shit now?
Absolutely.
Right? Because I've noticed it. Because some of the people who used to comment on your pictures do not show out anymore.
No.
Right? It's really weird.
And I know it's because, and I've already warned everybody, and I'm going to keep warning
She said, you going to know, you going to be like, who the fuck she thinks she is in 2020?
Like, you don't know the half of it, and I'm always joking that I'm going to be just naked next year. And
I mean, do you, boo? You just going to get us more likes and followers.
When I say I'm going to be naked, I mean, I'm going to be doing more stuff that I would say before, I can't because I'm a mom, or I can't because I had a baby, or stretch marks, or this, or that.
Right.
So I can wear what I want now while still working on my body goals for later. And I'm going to enjoy everything I put on from the
I'm telling you.
And I'm not going to feel a way about it. But I have noticed that followers kind of shift.
Yeah.
I'll like lose some female ones, but gain male ones. And I don't watch that stuff on purpose. It's just something you notice and you'll be like, huh, that was weird. Or even commenting on my stories. I will see that women will see it, but they won't say anything. And
they stop saying stuff, right? Because I noticed it, and I'm a commenter.
Yeah.
And I was like,
people don't owe people comments.
No, not at all.
But it's just weird that you watching.
It's a very interesting thing for me because obviously, you know, I'm into like analyzing every fucking thing I touch.
Everything.
So everything. I can't help it. It's in my nature. I analyze the shit out of everything. It's a problem. Like, you know, like when I go and break down everything, when I like edit stuff, I like analyze our conversations half the time. I'm like, man, we need to do this. Yeah, girl. Listen,
turn your brain off.
I can't.
Because she's crazy.
She just can't be.
I really cannot take my brain to a resting period unless I like focus on.
Put your brain in sleep mode, computer.
I can't. My brain does not stop unless I make it stop. So by make it stop, I mean like I have to listen to my atmosphere app, turn on like rain sounds, and like let my brain focus on nothing sounds. And like I understand when people are like, I need like white noise and shit like that, because other than that, my brain literally when I hit the fucking bed and the pillow, it's still like, so tomorrow when you get up, you're gonna have to do this.
That I can relate to, because
it's just
thinking is kind of crazy. So
it just goes on. Like tonight, I know that I'm gonna have to turn on my fucking noise because I have about 12 different things I'm about to cook for New Year's. Are you guys doing any of that? What are you guys doing for New Year's?
I did not know that I was going to have the day off, so I don't know.
Oh, how exciting.
Grown up D is excited.
Yeah, I haven't had a New Year's Eve off in, I want to say, 5-ish years.
Oh my God, D.
You have to do something.
You do.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I take that back. I have had New Year's Eve off, but I had to be in the next day at like 6.
Oh, right.
So it's like Happy New Year, go to bed. You know what I'm saying? So I can actually do something.
Oh, so are you off New Year's Day? Like
yes.
What?
New Year's Eve and New Year's Day.
D.
That hasn't happened.
You have to go do something, D.
It's like an eclipse.
Not an eclipse.
Yeah, it's Haley's comment.
That's already a great way to start your 2020, D. Like, look at that. Look at God. What are you doing?
Look at God, right?
I will. You know what? There's a song Canton Jones made, and it's called like, I think Won't He Do It? It's bomb. I know it's bomb because he liked to make stuff that sound like some real secular stuff, but it got all the Jesus lyrics. But I'm like,
oh, okay, I like that.
Find yourself popping ass to the Jesus song.
No.
This song is, I'm telling you, when that choir come in and that beat drop, and they're like, "You make a way out." No, and I'm like, hey,
no.
Right. I had to stop myself. My sister saw me dancing one time and she played it, and she's like, "Girl, you can't be twerking to the church music." I was like, "I'm not trying to."
Please don't twerk the church music.
Y'all shouldn't make these fire beats. I have to send it to you. It is bomb.
I'm done.
But I'm not baking or anything. Definitely hitting these streets though, because I have tomorrow off in the day after that, and then we just go Thursday and Friday. I may go into work on New Year's Day just because it's easy money to take down all the Christmas stuff at the bar.
Oh, okay.
And I know I could go to the bar at 5 p.m. to go help. You know what I mean? True. I don't have to be up super early because they're going to be closed that day anyway, because they're doing a big New Year's Eve thing, like a Great Gatsby thing, because everyone's doing something 1920s-ish.
Gotcha.
And they're really excited about it, which is funny to me as a person of color, because I don't know what there was much to be excited about except for you guys being all enamored about jazz music that we started and profiting off. But you know what? Let me pause. Let me not do this. I'll save it for February.
Oh no.
Do Harlem Nights. Do Harlem Nights theme.
Oh, see, Harlem Nights theme. We're gonna print off some Barbara Walters and post it everywhere. This is 2020. Like, I'm gonna put it all over the house. That's what we're doing. Because we were gonna do the 1920s, and I was like, no, we not. We just gonna go with, like, I might put some eye charts out. 2020 vision.
2020 vision.
Magnifiers. I don't know. Eye charts. We're going to do some stupid shit. That's what we talked about doing. I think we're going to stick to it. Blow up an eye chart, put it on the doors somewhere.
Oh my God. Do eye charts and then make some sliders and go slide 1 or slide 2.
Oh no.
1 or 2.
I'm done.
1.
I might have to do that for real, or both. Like, we're gonna wing it. But I do know that I will be fucked up. I will be eating all the foods. I have like 4 blow-up beds ready to go for people who are crashing here. I might, if I remember and feel like it, I might. Oh my God, they're dancing again. Christ help me. Jesus, be a raindrop. In 2020, I need Jesus to be a raindrop for the triangle, especially for CJ. But no, like, I think I might try to go live and see if anybody's on Insta and see, why y'all dabbing? What is this?
Because it's a new year.
Stop it. No, white folks fucked that up. They started dabbing too. I can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
Have you seen the white sausage? That was so bad.
I'm so done.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's so hard. Like, it's so awkward, and it's so just doesn't flow very well. It's not everybody, but about 95% of the people. Like,
I'm giving it 98. You're more
okay. 98%. All right, that's
definitely giving it 98. Very rare you run into some genuine.
I mean, there's a good 2%. I don't know. Rob has a body roll that killed everybody at Helen's wedding, so y'all be seeing that at my wedding, I'm supposed.
Since you're marrying him. So
he's gonna do that body roll with that deep ass voice. He made that comment
with the deep ass voice.
Oh my God, he has to do it, and he has to do it to a pretty Ricky song. Let's talk about sex, baby.
Oh no!
Let's talk about you and me.
You're about to do the deep ass voice and do rolls, babe. That's what we doing. He's just smiling and looking at me.
Yeah, he's like, you know what it is.
Not you know what it is. He gonna lick his lips after that too.
Y'all know what it is.
No.
God.
Oh my God. I hate that so much.
Oh, stop it. I hate it. And it's always ugly niggas who do that shit too.
Man, listen. And then some same niggas that always want hugs.
Oh my
God.
God.
Don't hug me. Don't touch me to talk to me.
Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. And I said ugly to me. Y'all just
say that, yeah, because there's a lid for every pot. It's just a lot of y'all.
You know. I mean,
there's a lid for every pot.
Every pot got a lid, nigga. Sometimes they fit perfectly. Sometimes it's a little ajar, but it still works. Like
some of them lids fit other pots.
Yeah.
And
sometimes they do.
That's why people cheat, because some lids fit other pots.
Shit.
It's science. I'm throwing out facts tonight.
Man, this is a way to start it off, guys. This is a way to start it off.
If that lid don't fit right, it's gonna fuck your rice up, though.
Oh shit! Yeah, too much steam, you lose that moisture. It's gone.
And who wants
it's gonna be dry.
Dry.
You don't want no dry shit in your pot, like dry.
No one wants that dry. You want that moist.
You
want a nice
not
moist.
Sahara Desert. We can't have that. Like
we need it moist. We need it dewy, like our skin.
I'm so done. I swear, if people just like skip around on our podcast, they would be so confused about our conversations.
Like, the title is not what they're talking about.
No.
I'm gonna get in tutorials this year. I'm gonna tape my fucking face up like the Korean girls and shit.
Oh my God!
To transfer my whole fucking face.
If you make those, we can post it on your page and on the triangle. I swear. Do it.
And I'll like deconstruct my face, and it would be me, and everybody be like, "What the fuck?"
Oh yeah,
like,
and
I'll be a whole Korean woman,
and he like he shaves his nose off.
Yes, do it, D. Do it. I need you to like make
Surprise,
yourself up K-pop star. Fucking do it.
Surprise.
K-pop star with the swinging like bangs and like.
Oh yeah, with the swoop.
Yes, do it.
Or like that girl I just reposted because she's bomb.
Like,
I said I don't know who she is. Someone says she's a K-pop star, and I'm like, that girl was bad.
I'm saying, like,
K-pop is blowing the fuck up.
I mean, when I tell you nobody dance, and I know black people like give me a second, but I be feeling like nobody out dances an Asian. I don't know.
Well, here's the thing, though. Here's my thing,
dancing.
though. Did you know?
Here we go.
Because of the way our ancestors traveled around the, was it Pangea and whatever? A lot of Asian DNA it's a lot more concentrated blackness than it is for Caucasians. It totally makes sense because y'all niggas be dancing. So, like, I mean, let's think about all the Filipino people who can sing like a motherfucker. Like, why do y'all sing?
No, listen.
They don't
and dance.
They don't sing. They sang.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. So, but if you look at some of the people in the Philippines and back, like you can almost trace it back, like just visually, not even doing scientific research. I'm like, wait, they look like this tribe in Africa that looks super Asian.
Y'all looking blacker and blacker.
Yeah, like I don't understand. And then also with like Asian people, like even in Okinawa, like I still remember when I did that audition, people were like, they called me the Utahime from Okinawa because in Okinawa, people were considered musically talented, and a lot of artists from Oki went to Japan to do all kinds of stuff, you know, like the Pam Amuro Namie, like Speed, everybody, for like half of Avex Nation in Japan was like Okis. You know what I'm saying? So like they literally called me the Oki princess rapper in the newspaper. That's what I translated to. It was so funny to me. I really should have clipped it. That shit was funny as fuck. But like I really believe that they have something about melanated people who have a different stance DNA wise, because I've seen people in the Philippines, in Korea, in Japan, they roll differently. Like one of the top breakers in Japan is one of the guys in the Pump. It's Kenzo. He is
really?
Yeah, he's like the worldwide champion.
I believe it.
And he's also gone to different nations and been champions in different nations.
I believe it.
Like
things you've never heard people say, like, oh, that Asian was off beat, or they couldn't hold a note.
You better say that again.
Yeah, you never.
Those are stereotypes you
never
hear.
And there are no videos making fun of them dancing like the one I posted the other day.
Y'all. None. Y'all be dressing. Y'all be dancing. Right. I'm into it. I like.
That's what I'm saying. And even like Latina people too, and like. I haven't ever seen them offbeat. Like,
well, you won't because they're black.
Never.
They don't want to say it, Because it's safer to say, no.
But like, listen, like, I don't want to like drag it out or anything, but like today I was walking through Walmart because I hate going to Walmart, but we had to get mixers and it's cheaper there. So we were like, let's go. And I was walking by their like pharmacy. Do you know they have like the 23andMe situation, the DNA boxes at Walmart?
The store?
And the store, you can buy it. There's 2 different kinds. I think one has probably more details or whatever, because one, they were on sale. One was $79, one was $99. But they're on a fucking like display, you know, those displayers? Yeah. They were just like sitting there. Like, I'm like, I don't understand.
Y'all not gonna get my DNA to frame me.
But here's the thing. Here's what cracks me up. You did it, D?
Yeah.
Oh no, D, no.
Spoiler alert.
I did it years ago.
D, did you know there's only 6 companies that own all of the DNA testing facilities?
Did you know they're all gonna tell you? Did you know they're all gonna tell you you're from Ghana? Did you know they're all gonna tell you you're from Africa with like a dash of European because they were screwing your great grandmother?
I'm done.
I could have told you that for free.
I think it's some I found out some other family shit. I'm gonna have to tell you when we stop recording.
Ooh. Did you know not dirt. Did you know they also, some parts of it is not accurate because they're finally finding Black people. I think we said that indigenous people being Black in America.
So you want to know what happened to my results?
What?
So
you got took by the government?
Updated. Oh, well, that happened the moment I sent it in back in 2014. It updated. So they said your DNA, of course, doesn't change, but your results get more accurate. So I was like, okay. So I logged back in. And yeah, my shit got a little bit more specific with the American portion. And it freaked me out because where in America? It said indigenous Mexican. So I don't know if they're fucking with me right now or...
Nah, I could have told you that with all the food you be making me when we lived together.
Indigenous Mexican. I was like, so not even Native American from like the States?
Yeah, but that's American what I was telling you guys last week.
Mesoamerica.
You did say that.
They were mixing all those people up and then calling it something else. So they told you were indigenous, like Native American, right?
Yeah, at first.
And then they changed it to Mesoamerican, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's literally what I said last week.
Yeah, the shit was nuts.
So like,
and let me see if I can pull up my map.
Yeah, it's so scary because I'm just like, because some of them are very specific. Like I was reading a thread on Facebook with like Okinawan peeps on it. And like the mixed Okinawan people, because some of the DNA tests will tell you that you're part Japanese and leave it at that. But some of them will get specific and be like, you're from Okinawa, like, which is crazy because Okinawa is such a tiny place. Like, if you didn't know, I'm sure I've said it in one of my other episodes, but like, Okinawa is only like 16 miles wide and 57 miles long. It is a tiny ass place. And for the DNA test to even point that out is like so scary to me. I don't want to ever. If I do it, I'm going to wait till I'm like 65 to do it.
So there's I don't know if you can see it.
Oh, it's hard to see, but
I see it.
So are the places with all the, like the places located, is that where you're mixed from? Is that what they're saying?
The pink is where they said the lineage comes from.
Oh, you are like all South America.
Yeah. So if you scroll up to the United States,
there's nothing.
See, it starts in Mexico and goes south.
I mean, there's nothing above Mexico.
Yeah, it's all right there.
Like, so what I was saying about Black people.
The other side of the wall we're building?
Like,
they're gonna throw my ass on the other side.
He's gonna make you pay for the wall, D. Like, he gonna make
me pay for it. They're gonna throw me to the other side.
Okay, so there's my point right there. If anybody came across D, they would be like, that's a Black man. And they would never think he's from South America. But that's what I was saying. Like, they're like figuring out that Black folks were already here. There are no slave ships really that they found out in the ocean broken. There's no leftover slave. Where are the slave ships that they supposedly came on? There's no like aftermath of these. Where did they go? We were already here, bitches. We were already here.
You know another crazy thing that I noticed too from watching people on the videos that did DNA ancestry? I'm not sure if I talked about this last time, but I was watching just different ethnic groups take theirs. Just because I'm weird like that, got into the rabbit hole YouTube. And I started watching Mexican Americans do theirs. And a lot of them kept coming back with like 1%, 2% Pacific Islander, but it was like consistent. A lot of them.
Yeah.
Like, that's fucking weird.
No,
never
it's
really
not.
thought
That's what I'm saying. Like,
until I went to Hawaii. I went to Maui and I went to a luau, right? So they had all the different regions of Polynesia represented. So they're like, okay, next we have Samoa, and next we have Hawaii, and we have Tonga, and they were like Rapa Nui. I said, what the fuck is that?
Rapa Nui.
What the fuck is Rapa Nui? Had never heard of it before, right? So I Googled it, and you know what I found out it was? Easter Island.
Yep. We're like, yep.
I didn't want to ruin it for him.
Me neither. I was just smiling.
By fucking, who owns it now? Is it Peru? Chile? I think you want to say it's Chile. So everybody there speaks fucking like Spanish and shit now. It's a part of Chile, but it's a Polynesian island. So all these Mexicans and Latin Americans coming back with Polynesian DNA leads me to believe that maybe Polynesians discovered the Americas before Europeans did. Just saying. And procreated and all that shit. And had generations already. So,
I think it is Polynesia where you can find similar statues as in South America with like the wide nose and like just the face.
They all look similar. And
they all look the same.
These documentaries that'll be like, we're trying to make the connection on how it.
Like, nigga, just look at it.
Man, listen. I'm like, first of all, this all used to be like one continent. So let's get into that. And then as it's breaking apart, it's not like one day when it broke apart, it was just like, bloop.
No.
We're talking years and years and years of slowly separating. So naturally, things are going to be similar and then just slightly different because we've gotten further apart. The communication is not the same. That makes sense, but you're not going to be able to put everything
like
in
I've always had an issue with that part because if we were already one whole landmass, right? Like, we have no problem as a mass, like as a whole, accepting the fact that there are deer in America, deer in Europe, deer in Japan, deer in South America, deer in all these different continents, but you can't fathom like Black people was already on all the continents at the same time? What? That doesn't even make sense.
That goes into a crazy, deep psychological issue that I totally want to get into.
Girl, we doing it February and June.
Okay, because
Asian month too for May.
I'm like, something has to be going on. And I believe not just psychologically, but spiritually.
Yes.
Where you just come out thinking you are better than other people, and you have to either enslave them or kill them or trick them, or even reading where I want to say it was Britain that supplied some drug to China, trying to get them addicted to it so they could take over some areas. Like, I was looking at like these brief history videos and different things. They kind of consolidate the history of a certain area in like 5 minutes or so. And I'm thinking, what? Why was this happening? And then like, it's the same story over and over again.
But it worked here though. They spread like fucking heroin and cocaine here.
Child, between that and when you read back and you see something like that, it's not a far-fetched to think, okay, so y'all did create AIDS and just start spreading it.
Hey.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Listen.
It's not a hard sell. If we can believe this stuff was going on centuries ago, it's not a hard sell to believe it just happened a few decades ago.
I'm saying.
Something spiritually not right. And the only reason I'm leaning more towards spiritual because I'm going into some ancient stuff that I feel like science ain't always going to be able to put their hands on. Like, something is going far, far, far back in an evil way, to where people that are lighter are thinking, you know what, I'm better than you. And you don't belong here, I do. So I get to decide what you're supposed to do, who you're supposed to be, what you're supposed to look like, how you can be acceptable to me, how you can be used for my pleasure.
It's crazy, right?
Crazy.
It's so crazy.
It's fun.
It's funny you say spirituality like that because I just read this thing basically that was saying like, science is proven spirituality, and spirituality is unproven science, because you have to have a theory that came from somewhere that's not proven to have science. So it means that it takes faith in something that's never been proven for you to have a theory. So in essence, all of science come from a spiritual place. I was like, oh shit.
You can't say that too loud though.
Oh shit. No. No,
they don't want to hear that.
Oh, okay. Well, let me tell my FBI agent to calm down.
They want that separation. They want that separation.
I know, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it made so much sense to me. I was like, really, like, the first person who was going to do whatever theory, they had to think about it internally.
And believe it.
Have a gut instinct or discernment about it.
No.
Right.
And then want to test it out to prove it. That means that it came from somewhere else.
Any idea you have from these people that they deem to be great inventors or scientists or anything, from Tesla to Edison to anybody.
Girl, don't get me started on Tesla. They don't even teach it.
I didn't know until a couple of years ago, but
I know.
Yeah. I know.
Look at D. He's like,
but the more you know, knowing
right.
About
the more you know.
I lit the rainbow. But getting into even with them, they have to know.
D.
Tesla was looked at crazy.
Yeah.
That man was not crazy, but you have to have a crazy amount of faith in yourself and be okay with knowing people aren't going to get this. So I'll live by myself, and I won't eat, and I'll do the experiments, and I'll do all this because I know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
And I know I have faith that I'm going to see results before I see them.
Yeah.
Because I know what even when they're saying was it Galileo, or there's probably like a plethora of people that came from that like Renaissance period where a lot of those artists said that they were, and some of them were on drugs. No lie.
Yeah.
Even with Shakespeare, where they're saying they're seeing stuff when they're hallucinating off the drugs in the yak. Or they're having these dreams where they're saying, well, the angel told me. Right. Or this spirit told me this, that, and other. And nobody was blinking an eye at that stuff because it contributed to society. So it's almost like you accept spiritual things when it benefits your Sistine Chapel.
Of course.
But outside of that part, you don't want to hear it. That's crazy.
That's
crazy.
Crazy as fuck.
So anyway. Crazy. That's a good way to end that. Because seriously, stop fucking around and listening to other people, because you could be the Tesla of 2020. How about that? How about that? How about that?
Yeah. How about that?
Stop camming. Oh my god. Oh my god. I made that into a hashtag, you guys, just so you know.
I saw that as well. Like, did you know that I saw it already?
Oh my god. We said we were gonna make this short. It has been going on for a minute.
We don't know.
How long?
Too long. So we're gonna go ahead and get
wrap it up.
I hope you guys continue to listen or watch us. If you already do, look at them. I can't stand them. We really, really, like we said in the beginning, we really, 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 really appreciate you guys. We heart you guys for listening, tuning in, watching. Like, I can't, like, it's so unfathomable for me to even understand that people are like commenting and telling us stuff. They fucking American Girl waving at me right now. I can't. But seriously, because, it's just a bunch of us just talking shit about all the things that we want to talk about. And, we do fan pick days and stuff, but it's amazing that people tune in.
And then Leslie gave us a compliment too. I was at work and she was like really complimenting us. And I love her because she's one of those loyal fans that listens to us all the time. Same thing with Leah Huddleston. Same thing with my girl, Nicole. Shout out to Nicole. Just having these people that listen to all of us, appreciate the different opinions, because we all have friends that'll listen because it's us.
Right.
But to enjoy all of us together, that's a big deal, because we really don't contribute like shit.
Yeah.
So we thank you.
We do. We really do.
And sharing our energy, and we're happy that listening to us just makes your life a little better.
Yeah, because I'm gonna start posting a whole bunch of memes of D, because his friends enjoy them. I noticed, and I will be stealing.
Love the memes.
I will be stealing. Also, if you put pictures online, I'm gonna assume it's fair game, and I will be taking them and look at him. He Oprah shrugging me. I'm going to be using them for whatever I please. It's going to be happening. Don't get mad. Get glad. I can't help you after that.
Don't get mad. Scratch your ass.
I know. And if it's your first time listening, I hope you guys enjoyed us and our shenanigans. Please, if you haven't already or is here for the first time, subscribe to the podcast on your favorite platform, or if you're watching us on YouTube, like us, comment, hit that fucking notification bell so you can get our new episodes every week starting 2020. We are going to be dropping every Thursday at noon. Monday morning, I'll get you the time. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we're gonna figure it out.
Yep. So we'll be doing topics on Thursday and current events on Mondays. So you can start your news week off with the triangle. Like we'll be doing all of that.
Everyone wants to do. Doesn't want to.
Yeah. So anyway, Happy New Year's. Hope you guys start off the year great. We will catch you in a few more days. All right. Peace out, guys. Bye.